So I just wanted to talk about my first belly dance class since starting my 800 calorie diet, feeding my family, and my belly dancing program that I've been on for the last 3 weeks. It's day 21 today. I've lost 8 pounds. I'm a little bit disappointed with the weight loss, if I'm honest, because I've seen so many people who've lost a stone quite easily in 21 days. But it's a really good start, and I definitely feel a lot better. And I think that I'm looking better. I can actually see a difference in how I look. I'm going to keep going. I'm hoping to do another 3 weeks in the kind of keto 800 calorie phase. And then I'll start reintroducing a few more carbs and things. But yes, I wanted to talk about my belly dance class because we've had 2 bank holidays here in the UK. So I've had 2 Monday nights off my class because I was really worried that I wouldn't have enough energy to teach, that I'd feel a bit wobbly and not able to think. Because I absolutely love belly dance teaching. My classes are really important to me, and it's really important that they go well, that people have a great time, and that they leave on a high and feeling good about themselves and what they've learned in class. So I wanted to come on and say I feel great. I've just taught 2 hours of dance. I've taught my burlesque class, and then I've taught my belly dance class, both of which were quite intense because we're doing quite a lot of technique. We're doing routines, we're looking at specific styling. It's been really quite an action-packed 2 hours, and I feel really great. I feel energized. I feel I could carry on. I've actually got a rehearsal that I need to do for a show on Saturday, so I'm going to stay on and do that. I can feel that my tummy's kind of empty, and I heard a couple of grumbles in my tummy when I was teaching, but nothing that distracted me. I had lots of water, so I kept drinking lots. I think you really can exercise on this program. Obviously, you need to take your own advice from your own doctors. I'm not medically trained in any way, but for me personally, it's been really good exercising on this diet. So that's good news. And I've done 3 weeks, and I literally wasn't sure that I could do a day. So I'm really pleased. I've proved something to myself that I can stick to it, that it is okay, and the food has been good. I did a big stir fry for tea tonight, just stir fry vegetables and baked some salmon in the oven. So I had a big pile of stir fry and a piece of salmon on top, and I ate that before class, and I felt fine, and that has really kept me going. I did rice as well for the family, so they had the same as me. They just had a portion of rice each as well. And normally I've been very much a carb eater before class because I felt like I needed that to kind of keep me going. So this is really a first for me to have such a different kind of a meal before teaching or coming to do some quite strenuous dancing. So that's been really good. And then the family aren't moaning, they're enjoying the food, they're enjoying the meals, they're very open to it, and it has been a lot easier to adapt to a family than I thought it was going to be. And I think the whole family's eating and healthiness has benefited, and obviously they're not following it strictly, but obviously I'm not preparing puddings and things like I was at home. I'm not buying in ice cream and stuff like in my weekly shop like I would do. Like we'd have a lot of puddings a lot of the time, but we have gone back to having sweets on Friday. We had sweets on Friday, and that felt like a real treat for the rest of the family, and they really enjoyed those. And it's things like that, the sweets had crept up into nearly every day. So we've kind of you know, we're all changing our habits and hopefully getting healthier. So yeah, so far at this point, I would absolutely recommend giving it a go if you've been thinking about it and not been sure. Yes, you can do it, feed your family and belly dance. So whilst we're here in the studio, let me show you some basic belly dance moves. We're going to start with our posture. So we've got our feet standing nice and comfortably apart. My ankles, knees and hips are in alignment. I'm just going to slightly soften my knees. I'm going to pull in my lower tummy so that I'm supporting my spine. My spine is nice and long. I'm going to pull up my pelvic floor and I'm going to take these muscles here, this core set of muscles, and I'm going to pull them in. So I don't know if you can see from the side, if I'm just relaxed in my natural way that my body wants to be, if I do these things, slightly bend my knees, lengthen my tailbone down, pull my lower tummy in, so belly button to spine about 50%, and then switch on my corsets of muscles, my tummy really comes in and makes me feel tall and lifted. So this lovely posture is really the starting point for all of our dancing. And we can start very simply by just taking it for a walk around in this nice posture and feeling it. So I'm just walking heel to toe, like we do normally when we walk, just going around in a couple of circles and feeling tall. And like I can see out to the horizon and my shoulders are relaxed back and down. So back to this nice posture with the tummy muscles engaged and working. I'm just going to take my hips from side to side and you can start to see this nice curved shape that we make in the body. So I'm just relaxing there, and then I'm going to take my hips forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and back, and I'm going to join these points up to make a nice circle. So I'm going side, front, side and back. And I've got my circle and my arms are just hanging at my sides. I'm going to pause here and take my hips round in the other direction. And you can pause there, take your arms up out of the way, and you can work with your circles. You can work with the same size, making them smaller and smaller until they get tiny, and then you can change direction and make them bigger and bigger, and eventually we can get a really big circle and start to add some excitement to our dancing. So to make a really big circle, we come around, we take the foot out to the side, hips come to the front, back and a hinge, across the back and back in, and we can circle here. And if we're feeling super cheeky with our dancing, we can add a little waggle waggle with our with our bottom from side to side and round. So let's try that once more. Wag, wag, waggle, and round and back into these circles. And this is one of the things that I love about belly dancing, is that these moves are so versatile. You can use them in lots of different ways. One movement, this is a circle, and we're finding lots of different shapes and sizes and drama that we can add from this one circle. So do watch out for some more hints and tips on belly dance moves that you can use to help distract you from your diet, engage your tummy muscles and start rebuilding your core strength.